idea.
There's a battle pack.
Chelsea, there has to be a battle pack.
People say that, but here's the thing. Here's a full fucking God's honest. I don't like know all the numbers and days. Like, I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
I thought you were.
I like thought I might be. I thought I knew them, but then once I went on the block, I was like, I guess I don't need that information.
So yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
Same.
We should have just stuck with the official 3-person alliance of girls.
Yeah. Me, you, and Laura.
Me. You know, if it's not instant, forget it.
Right.
I should have known.
Be on in a minute, folks. It went quiet because they shut the feeds down. Don't know why. Well, they're still not back yet. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they went away. I don't know where they went. They didn't seem to be doing anything improper in Canada or in the United States. So I don't know. Anyway, let me get the channel up here and running and see who's here. Willkommen to all who are here. Alright, so let's see who's here. Kimmer. Nurse Julie. What's up? Yankee. Oh, and Kimmy. Great picture with the lid on. I like it. Looking good as always. Chuck, what's up? How you doing, man? Zeta, what's up? Yankee putting up the shirt and hat info. Thank you. Let's see. And Wonky is upstairs. But, let's see. Siri, or Zeta, I got this to say to you. There you go. I don't want to get demonetized tonight. Actually, I can't get demonetized tonight. But because I'm not monetized on this channel yet. So fuck it. I mean, still I'm able to accept PayPal and Cash App. That's up above, folks, by the way. But yeah. You can't get demonetized if you, well, I mean, demonetization is like 12 cents maybe per episode. I don't know, something like that. Some ridiculous amount. Pardon me. Still waiting on action on the channels. They were full of action, at least in the sense of people walking around doing things, talking and stuff. But yeah, so Brian can show you guys if he wants. Brian, show us Kim's, please. Or Kim's picture. Please. I added please. Because I figure I'm going to be polite. Since when, Bri? Exactly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You sent it on the iPad. You did not send it on the text. That's right, because you don't have my number. Now, that's got to change. Please. Oh, in caps. No need to yell, Zeta. Be polite. Please! Yeah, okay. Okay! I'll do it. Where is it? Where's Kimmy? Please find Kimmy. Which way do you want to be turned? This way or that way? That way? There's the way. This away or that away? And let's level the tones, and there we go. Here's Kim in her hat and her shirt. I don't like to get glare on the screen there, but there's Kimmy. Kimmy! And, what is it usually that, I mean, I forget, but there's something that usually, something that is usually said about something like that. And I'm trying to think of what the word would be. Oh, that's right. Glorious. That's right. Thank you very much, Bobby. I appreciate that. So, yeah, Bobby just said that that's glorious. And so I think it's glorious, too. Kimmy's always looking good. Always looking good. Always looking good. Anyway, these feeds aren't looking good. So anyway, what's going to happen? Well, it looks like Chelsea's going to go. It looks like it. I mean, one minute it looks like Kiera's going to go. Then usually it's been looking like Chelsea's going to be the one to go. So whenever you have that situation, chances are that you cannot expect any goddamn thing whatsoever. Expect the unexpected. So I'm still gonna keep the jury out on the whole idea that the spork is gonna go home. But I think that Chelsea going home is gonna suit everyone's game better, except mine. That will end my game in the sense of who I chose on the channel for the pick. That will be, well, I can only write that off to me not reading Canadian people so well. Or no, Bri, you just fucked up. No, Bri, you just picked a bad person, Bri. You just picked a bad person. That's it. No, that's it. So, fine, no problems. I mean, it's just a little. Hey, who knows? There could be a battle back, right? Could be a battle back, and out of all the people that have left, who's the most likely to win a battle back? Maybe her. Maki, maybe. Um, Mama K? No. Who was it that was 12-0? Laura? Nah, probably not. Laura just got a shout out by the ladies inside Sam and Chelsea. Chelsea's like, maybe we should have just stayed the three of us together, you, me, and Sam, or you, me, and Laura, and then they just kind of went like that for a second, like about Laura, yeah, Laura. Right now, that doesn't seem so weird, though, does it? Considering the fact that Chelsea's going to probably be going home, and it's because Chelsea keeps opening her mouth. Chelsea keeps the more like she's like, well, her first fault was talking too much to Dane the night that he won the HOH. The second problem is that she threw information about Kiera out there that could be used to go back to Kiera, which it did, exposing their two-person alliance, kind of, and which really didn't need exposing because Kiera's been following Chelsea around like a lonesome dog. Um, and at least Kiera though understands. I did hear something out of Kiera's mouth that I thought that they were very smart for saying and were in the moment and were aware of the feelings. And Kiera said something to the line of like, well, I know I've overlooked things, or I know I've screwed up. Um, and Kiera went on to say something along the lines that, I have feelings for Chelsea, um, and whether those feelings are reciprocated or not, is beyond my control, or something like that. So it was. They were aware of the possibility that those feelings were not being reciprocated, not fully, or not in the way that they want it to be, which is full-blown romance. That does not seem to be happening. So therefore, Kiera is aware of it. So therefore, I think Kiera will have less of a heartbreak, slightly, with Chelsea going, or being separated from Chelsea. I think it's going to bother Kiera to start. But this may be the perfect thing of getting the one thing that's blinding you in the game out of the way. And that could pick up the game of one or the other depending on whoever goes. Regardless of whoever goes, it could help the other one that stays a hell of a lot because it gets that extra baggage off. It gets the emotional baggage away, and it gets the strategic baggage away, because when you have a person that's with you in the house, I mean, I've always been a person that says, I don't give a fuck about showmances. I don't give a fuck. Because having a showmance or a bromance or a sistermance or a same-sex mance or whatever there is in the house, a binary mance, a non-binary mance, a Morse code mance, I don't know what the fuck you're going to call this shit, okay? But whatever you call it, it does not mean shit, because that just means that they're two people that are in a similar club in the sense that they are like-minded, and they may or may not vote the same way. They probably will. But what are you going to say about Esty and Kiki? There's no sister mance. There's no girl showmance. There's no HLA going on between the two. And even though that would be nice to see, pardon me for a moment. Thank you. Wait. Okay. Just one more. There. Okay. Thanks, God. Oh, feel good now. It doesn't mean shit. It's like it's like a pair. Let's say that there's a pair. Let's say you're Goldie Hawn and or Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Okay. Those fuckers have been together for what? 40 years? Better part of 35 to 40 years. They have not been married. Are they in alliance? Would they vote the same way in a house? Of course they would. Probably. Are they looked at as a threat compared to another married couple? No. In the sense, if you were putting them in the Big Brother house, think about it. You put them in the house. It just means they're married or not married. It's kind of a piece of paper contract thing. I don't know. Some of you may disagree with the way I'm going with that, and I understand. Tommy? Well, yeah, they just want a cuddle buddy. I understand that. Right. I got you, Kim. No, you're right. They just want a cuddle buddy and that's not what Big Brother is about. I mean, provided they were a professional cuddler for a while, getting $70 an hour to cuddle. Whew. That's a new form of prostitution I've never heard. I mean, I've heard of it, but I mean, really, when you think about it, you're getting paid to sleep with somebody. I mean, come on! Come on! I mean, really? Okay, so you're calling up Kiera. Hey, yeah, I was wondering if you'd like to come over and lay down with me. Yeah, come on over. We'll cuddle. Sure. $70 for an hour? Yeah, no problem. Whoop, 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 whoop. Why is that not prostitution? If you're going to have a problem with prostitution, why are you going to have a problem with that? Why aren't you going to have a problem with that? I mean, come on. You want to stretch biblical terms out? They say lays with. So right, that doesn't. Now they say that to be in the nice biblical sense of saying fucks. And instead of saying fucks, they say lays with. Well, now we just take that and we can contort the words of that scripture and just say lays with means lays with. Kyra's a known prostitute. Oh my God! And I bet you they've slept with men and women. Ask Robert Kraft. Very good. Yes. Happy ending. See, now that's different. He got a happy ending. Now that, hey, again, not my problem. I mean, they could be going after people with, you know, a lot of stuff that I mean, they could really be doing police work. But no, they're busting down a place where 77-year-old men go and get themselves a little rub down, if you know what I mean, including a rub down there. So yeah, they're getting arrested. A 1 month long sting operation. What the fuck is that? You're running a sting operation on a goddamn place that gives guys rub outs? What the fuck? You should be putting a month-long sting on fucking your own police force to see if there's any shit going on in there. Just saying. Yankee, are you thinking there's a comp going on? What are you thinking? Like some sort of luxury comp, or do you think they're getting some sort of surprise from Big Brother? What's going on? Hey, Debbie. Exactly. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Of course. And for you, Kim, a Baltimore Ravens fan, a fan that should hate the Patriots, and you probably do, and I don't blame you. But you're at least giving the credit to a man who's been a widower for about 10 years, 77 years old, and he's still got the chutzpah and the oomph and the vim and vigor, if you will. He doesn't even need the Geritol. He just goes in and he just goes, yes, I'd like a nice Swedish massage. And number 4A after that, thank you. And then and he just says 4A. 4A could mean anything. 4A. Let's see. It's uncomfortable but funny. Now that I don't, all right. Wait. If it's uncomfortable but it's funny, how can it be both? How can it be uncomfortably funny? I understand like the whole like like the nervous laughter thing. That's uncomfortable, but that's not humor. That's funny because you don't know what other things to do other than scream, yell, or cringe, or wince. So I don't know what to tell you. Uncomfortably, uncomfortable and funny. I don't know. Kim's like, I only pray at 77. I'm still getting it on. He's got a good sense of humor, but in a creepy way. Oh, like me. I guess so, right? No, I'm just creepy. Um, Snaps, what's up, girl? Hey, got the picture of the hat on the kitty. Looked great. I hope the cat doesn't wear it. As often. I hope you get to use it. Um, Plus, it would be awfully awkward for the hat to be worn on the cat's back so frequently. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, unless your cat is like toe and has humps to hold it. Yeah, I mean that could be. Um, you got one of those cat camels, those camel cats. Um, oh, your cat was very cute. I will say that. Um, let's see here. New level of ordering off the menu. That's right, Kim. That's right, Kimmy. Let's try the channels again here, because these motherfuckers are not doing anything for us here. It's like, Bri went on? Oh, yeah, let's fuck with his feed now. Glorious. Oh, we got Eddie in a fucking torture chair. All right. Talking to
Takes a
Kiki
while to fall out.
or Esty.
Or whatever you're in before.
3 years.
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Yo, it's supposed to be.
No, it's Ed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
supposed to
Dane.
be
I don't think I'll have another relationship. Literally.
Dane and Esty.
You will.
No.
Don't. If you say that, then it won't come to you. You have to be open for it.
I am open to it.
Okay, so it'll happen. Sooner or later.
Oh, this is so sugary.
Can you make it yourself?
Yeah, Kyra's like, what do you need? She's like, or they're like, I'm like, I don't know, you usually make it for me. And they're like, I know how to make your coffee, you know? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
What?
They always make me coffee in the morning, and they put milk and 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I did 2. That's just down to the bottom now.
Oh, yeah, it's probably... Yeah, you can smell the sugar for sure.
All booze. So bad.
Not happening.
Like they're gonna give it to you on the night before an eviction. Come on.
No.
They don't do that in the U.S. They won't do it in Canada.
Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. Okay.
Everybody should have there should be an open flow of alcohol in the Canadian house.
I today about something. No? Okay.
I'm thinking about Coco a lot.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So then we were talking about that, like, okay, and then you go out and Pike is talking about exploration. Like, what the fuck is with their room today? It's just like, God. So I went to the secret room, and then fucking Kiera comes in, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. And they said something funny, and they're like, Chelsea campaigning in front of everyone right now? I'm like, no, they're talking about fucking ex-loves. And they were just like, okay, well, just in case she is, I'm gonna go cockblock her. And I died laughing. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then they were like, you look sad. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired right now. I'm tired of everyone's bullshit. They're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, please leave. Well, no.
But you and Coco have been broken up for 3 years.
Yeah.
But you were talking.
Right
before you got here.
Yeah. It's like, why were we talking? There's no fucking point. She's probably watching this, but like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're the same.
Guess he can't be talking about that ex-girlfriend. She didn't sign a contract. I'm changing channels then. Fuck it. By the way, if Sam does marry Adam, if it ends up in real life where they do get married, she will be Samantha Picco Pike. Just saying. Samantha Picco Pike. Picco Pike. Picco Pike. Picco Pike. Pikachu. Pikachu. That's what he has. Never mind.
Remember the ratio?
Oh, I do.
Debbie!
It's like 4 tablespoons, but it's 5 tablespoons of chocolate, like a bit of milk, and yogurt. You need cherry yogurt or something.
Okay, these cups are fucking.
Is it better than the banana chocolate? Is it?
I'm so sorry, Cory. I promise. I'll make some more. I'll come back in a sec.
Don't want any. Don't want any. I got it.
I don't like this.
Oh wait, there's no yogurt left.
No, I'm going to get you some.
It's okay, I'll just eat yours.
Isn't it me?
That's so good.
Get your own.
I don't want it.
Yankee, that wasn't a pool of vomit.
I need out the calories. I don't want it. I want the calories.
I love that. Yankee's thinking that's a pool of vomit. Okay.
Oh, my head hurts.
Pike's Peak.
Cheers.
That's right, Pike's Peak.
That it? Yeah, use cherry yogurt.
Yeah. Will she make pickled peppers? Pickled peckers, actually, she'll make. I didn't even say pickled peppers. I said pickled peckers. Why did I say pickled peckers? Because somebody said cock blocked. So when somebody said cock blocked, my mind went to peckers.
We have different tastes.
Yeah, this is
No,
really
it
good.
didn't go to peckers.
But I remember when I tasted this, and I remember when I tasted your smoothie. I remember the excitement.
Thank you.
I'm cold.
No more cherry yogurt.
He still has some much glasses. What do you have? In the hat on.
Good options.
Is that brought to you?
Oh, don't talk about options. Don't talk about options.
It was brought to me, but I don't want
Just
it.
a little bit more. Just a tiny bit.
You got it.
Like 2 spoonfuls.
She doesn't want the cows. Well, thank you. Why can't I have hot chocolate? Whoa.
Yeah?
I'm sure yours is just as good.
Is it better with this?
Whoa.
How happy you are.
I put 2 scoops of... Whoa.
Who shades are the original ones? These ones. Who shades are these?
Chelsea's putting on some different glasses.
Who put on sunglasses?
Or sunglasses or something.
You're so
The guy at Sunglass Hut told me that. The guy at Sunglass Store told me that I
She's
could be a
with
sunglass
Sam,
model,
Adam,
and I spent $500 for
Anthony,
sunglasses.
and Kiera, I
I think it
think.
might have been a sales tactic. but
My God, he
also,
got
like, I mean, come on.
This was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, she's just
It's
trying
on
out some
Mars,
sunglasses,
and a little
just
bit of hot
posing.
chocolate added to
She's just
her
having a little
costume
fun.
You lied to me.
is the path of
Don't.
brilliance.
That's classified. Fuck you. Classified. Classified. Assholes. Anyway.
Whoa. This thing's heavy today.
Yes. Yes.
Yankee is multitasking.
Hot
Right.
teacher. Hot teacher. Look how good this looks. Compared to your slop. Compared to your shakes. That makes me.
You know what? I don't think that they get tired of Wendy's, especially if they're getting it for just 1 week. I mean, they're only getting it for a week straight, so
I don't
it's,
even have a bowl of slop.
and they're only having like one.
Bye. Bye.
They're only having like 1 meal a day, as far as I know, from Wendy's. And then they have that one special date that they can take somebody on a date.
Hope the walk.
Zeta might know better, actually. Zeta will know better as to how the Wendy's roll goes. But I don't think you get. I mean, they have enough selections at Wendy's. In a week, you couldn't get sick of Wendy's. You could have you could have chicken, you could have fish, you could have.
Sorry, but like.
You could have burgers, you could have fries, you could
what do you
have.
think I'm gonna do?
And I was like, oh my god, my game is ruined.
Salad.
This guy already hates me.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Yes, obviously they've seen me.
Eddie's already on his nighttime beauty ritual.
Oh, okay.
Carefully putting on different rubbing. He rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Your hair looks perfect.
I want here.
No, your hair actually looks
Paw, and they cut him off as they go downstairs again.
Fucking have one.
That's classified because he started saying fuck. They said cock, block, shit, fuck, and fucking before, but they didn't block that. Now they say, he goes, fucking, and then, fish. Like, really, guys? You really have to do that? I know it's free. I know. I know it's free, and I know it's Canadian. It's pure. Pure as a driven snoo. Snoo. Baked potato. Yeah, Outback demonetized their ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, CBS got demonetized for that episode. Who was eviction? Who was eviction? I don't know who was eviction. Who was eviction?
Mark?
Oh, you're asking who was evicted? Oh. Yeah, that's tomorrow, Tommy.
You know the rest of it.
It's because that's what I make.
That was actually terrifying.
Yes, that's right. A double tomorrow. So 2 unhappy people will be led out by their hair. Dragged. Well, because, let's see, there's already 4 people out, and we take 2 more out, that's 6. That leaves 9 left. That means you have your jury and 2 extras. So that means that everybody after tomorrow night will be jury.
I stopped.
Because they do a 7-person jury if I was led to believe correctly from what I heard. On last night's episode, they were talking about 7 people in the jury typically. So if tomorrow's is a double, save a buyback, then starting next week, the people would go into jury. But Tommy cannot type tonight. That's fine. I have that. That happens a lot. Nurse Julie is laughing about Spork. Zita's laughing and crying about Spork.
Don't take away.
It's always me and her. Not even you, ever. You don't do nothing.
Oh, Debbie is now the adopted auntie to Nurse Julie's cat, Emma. That's good to know.
And we told her it was clean.
We're all claiming some sort of familial ties to Emma and to Julie. Yes, we are. We're all doing that. All right, so we're still downstairs in the kitchen, at the kitchen countertop. Kyra, Adam, Sam, and Cory are there. Adam is mixing something with ice cubes in it. In the blender, so.
Yeah, because you yelled at me yesterday.
I am?
Follow the rules, Adam. We're going to get in trouble.
Did I yell at you? Don't even remember.
Whatever it is, you just mix something green in there, I think. Unless you're making grasshoppers, I don't want it.
We're worried that we're going to go and flop.
No. I don't think he's making, no, he ain't making grasshoppers, nope. He's adding some other bullshit in there.
Some sugar in there too?
Fuck it.
Molly! What's up, buddy?
I think this one's gonna be extra good.
Why? Oh, yeah.
That was it too.
Are you putting like maple syrup or sugar in it?
Yankee is the godmother.
I mean, I can.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
I thought
You don't want it, you don't have to.
You asked her.
You asked her, and she said, yeah.
Yeah, it was almost bedtime.
That means no sugar before bedtime.
Molly going, gay, everyone! Gay, everyone! Gay! What's up, Molly? What up, buddy?
You are going insane.
I don't do this stuff well.
Clearly.
My own.
Great idea.
My own thing.
Spork wants to meet Molly.
Like, we're having fun.
Godmother Yankee?
Yeah, but
wow.
It's boy slang. It's not. Don't take everything so heavily.
Guacamole?
You're right.
Oh, wow. Hey, guacamole. Nice.
Water off a duck's back. No, thank you. It's okay. Look, it's the 10th.
Yep, Kim will be the play cousin.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Are there any house guests who do not have tattoos? Eddie? Maybe? I don't think Kailyn had any. Maybe she did.
Okay, so I know Eddie puts his whole thing in everything. So I went like this. Like, can we wink, right? You wink like if you're going with this side, you go this way, right?
Aside from that, I don't know. I don't think there really is anybody that doesn't have a tat. That's a really. This is the most tatted up house, probably in the history of any version of Big Brother.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, between all the guys and Cory,
Too much.
you got about a half dozen sleeves between the guys and Cory.
Not enough, you people.
Adam's got that big fucking winged thing on his back.
Where is everybody?
He edifies everything.
He does.
He does. He has his own way for everything.
He edifies everything. By the way, I did not know that this Big Brother house had a dishwasher.
And, you know, I hate to say it, but it's almost
Nice.
like you got finesse.
Oh, we got changed over to a different channel that's more interesting, hopefully.
You didn't do anything, you're still, like,
Anthony
sleeping
talking to
in the
somebody.
bed and allowing somebody to cuddle you with the same one day, and that, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's unfortunate, but I still think if you push hard, you start saying the right things to the right people, things are going to switch, and it'll be all fine and dandy. People will let their own game go. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. You just need to think.
Thanks for making up. Ice cream.
Oh, he's talking to Chelsea and Mark. Mark just came through the room.
Really tasty.
I think Mark just came through the room and walked out,
Yeah.
or Adam did.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, wait, what if I was so handle this week differently? I really wasn't expecting it, and then I just, like, make me feel so defeated so fast. I know, for so long.
I feel terrible. Okay, I feel terrible.
I personally don't know what it feels like, but, you know, like, you were so confident everything is whatever, and then, like, you just, like, disappeared.
Holy moly, I would be, but
That's what it makes people feel like. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I definitely need to...
there's only so much winning I can get used to with the Red Sox. I mean, come on. I mean, it's kind of like I'm kind of like in Patriots territory here. I mean, I'm having abundance of championships. So it's like, I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm just kind of cruising on baseball until October. I mean, I'm just on cruise control. So I know it's rough for us in Boston.
Those are my people, but like who have you talked to? You know, and you haven't really talked to anybody except the people who aren't holding you down.
Yeah,
and the people you're against.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Well, Kim, you can't get worse than last place, so they can go up from there, right?
People
Bring back Cal Ripken's old ass. Maybe he'll do something.
Unfortunately, it's, you know what I mean?
I know.
After the fact, but what you should be doing is trying to get the majority. Whatever that may take, it doesn't matter, because nobody cares. If the roles was reversed and other people were in this situation, people that you're scared to hurt, they would do it to you in a heartbeat, without even thinking.
I know. I just think that everybody's afraid to go. No one's gonna want to go against the house, right? It's gonna have to be a house split.
Yeah, if you reveal your words, you can finesse these people. And I told you had 2 full days to finesse and to do your work. You shouldn't take a break at all.
AB, of course not. Why would it?
That I can use without throwing.
The guy's a human being, just like everyone else. He's a man. He's a man. He's a human being. He has needs. He went to a place he could get those needs. He could get those needs elsewhere in another way that's probably a little bit easier and safer, but hey.
I wasn't expecting it. It really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And like I know what this game is.
I mean, he could have done a lot worse. He could have done a lot worse things. He didn't hurt anybody. That's why he shouldn't be going to jail or doing any shit like that. Fuck it. That shit should be legal anyway. Fuck it.
You're absolutely right.
If Spork can lay down with somebody for $70 an hour to cuddle, okay, that's prostitution there too. You're making somebody feel good for a whole hour. He's getting to feel good for about, what, 5-10 minutes? And then afterwards he feels good for the rest of the day? Same thing happens there. Spork lays down with somebody, cuddles with him for an hour for $70. She feels good, she gets part of it, she gets the money. The other person feels good because they've been cuddled and held for an hour. They feel good for the rest of the day too. Where's the difference? No bodily fluids, changed or exchanged or expended, but what's the difference?
And if you could have a conversation with
Just saying.
An hour before you walked in, and you could look at yourself right now, what do you think you would be telling yourself? Fight to the very finish.
Yeah.
Use your mind.
That's why he has 6.6 billion, because he spends $50 on a handy J.
Everything that you plan to do.
He doesn't take out $2,000 a night.
Everything that you have
I don't know that I have any. I don't think I have.
Pretty
anything.
ladies
I
on the
don't have
arm,
any left.
arm candy that then he pays another 5,000 to afterward. No.
No, it's not fair.
Okay. Happy ending. That's all you go for.
If that's how you feel, then, that's how you feel. I can't convince you. That's what I meant to say.
I know. It's just unless I like spin some lie or like, but what can I do at this point?
You don't have to spin any lie. You're not thinking. Either you're not thinking, or you're just scared to say it. There's one or the other. If you're scared to say it, I totally get it.
I'm not scared.
Okay, so then.
Scared to say what? What do you think I'm scared to say?
Oh, okay, so let me ask you this one time. If you were to, if the game were to stop right now, you see how they told us all to go to the living room? If the voices in the sky said, everybody right now, one by one, you're going into the diary room and you're putting up one person to leave this house. No questions asked, no talking. If I see you guys talk, you're evicted right away. Nobody gets to look at anybody, no whatever. Everybody goes in. Who do you think is the number one person that's going to be put up to leave as of right now?
Kiera.
I don't think I know that answer.
What is it? I really don't. At this point, I don't even think you know.
I think I do know.
Ooh.
I think I do know, but I think that there are other big things happening in play right now, and I think that if I tell, I can't tell you that because we are still in the game.
Very
so
true.
I can't tell you that.
Very true. This is not me trying to fish for information.
I know.
This is not me trying to fish for information. This is not me trying to get anything out of you. I'm just seeing if the ball's really rolling, and if you're really, really thinking about this.
Who would you say?
I mean, the game's still in motion. The game's still in motion. I'm not in that position, so I you know what I mean? It's not fight or flight for me. But I'm telling you right now, if that were to happen, what would happen? Maybe you should think about something like that. Your job here is, I told you at the beginning, the person I speak to, and everything I say to you has meaning. I told you, these aren't riddles, these aren't whatever, these are just facts. You're not campaigning against Kiera. The things that you're saying are things that people already know. You don't have to throw anybody under the bus. You just need to come real with facts of things that have happened. It's very difficult. I understand it's very difficult, but Kiera is not. Who's going to win you right now, win this campaign for you is you. Not campaigning or throwing anybody under the bus. You just need to realize that, your compass, you thought you were heading in the right direction, your compass was broken. Your compass was broken, and now you want to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
You need to be firm with it. It needs to be believable. If it's not believable, I told you, you can go talk to whoever you want. If you don't come, what are the 3 words I told you? Do you remember? No, you don't.
Raw, yeah.
Raw, real,
and uncut.
Okay.
Right back.
Because people respect truth. People respect.
That's what I have been doing. I've been truthful.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I'm assuming, first of all, I told you to go to every single person individually, and I want you to have individual things to say to them. You should have individual things to say to them, right? Very specific, very personal on what's going on with them in this game and how you could be of use to them. And all I'm hearing from you, to me, is that who's better for your game. Give me a chance to show that I'm here to play. Those aren't the things I want to hear. I know who's better for my game. I know who's smarter. I'm not worried about competition. To be honest, no offense, but I'm not threatened by either of you. I don't think if one of you stays
Nice, Anthony, nice.
Go after me, it's nothing like
I'm not threatened by either of you.
There's nothing to
Love
do
that.
But it comes down
That's
to what's going to happen.
That's some talk that's very real there.
4 weeks from now. How are you going to benefit me 4 weeks from now? Rather than 3 weeks. You're going to give me your word? You're going to tell every single person in the house I'm going to give you your word? No. You should be focused on the majority. Where's the majority?
I know.
He's a smart guy.
It's a hard thing to like. It's a hard thing to fight for your life. It's a hard thing. Like I don't.
Absolutely.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
Yeah,
Like being in charge and in control.
I feel you. Me too. But hey, we've all been on the bottom. We've all been on the bottom, and we all know what it's like to what you gotta do to stand up. Chelsea Bird's gotta stand up. I don't know how you guys
Chelsea
gotta
Bird's
do
gotta
that.
fly. That's what she's gotta do. Chelsea Bird got to do more than just stand up. She's got to learn how to flap those wings and fly.
I still believe. I still believe.
And not out the door.
I still believe. It'll go down to the very last minute.
I feel like there are other bigger things in this. I feel like the things that I would say and the things that the people that I would say that I'm targeting, I feel like no one would believe, and I feel like there are significant numbers that are protecting them that would make that make no sense.
Okay.
I think that you are like walking me into the line of fire by
No, I'm not.
suggesting it.
No, I'm not. I'm not suggesting. See, that's what you're. I'm literally talking facts to you. I'm not saying no names. I'm not
No,
telling
you're not. You never actually. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you never do.
I don't.
You always just dance around everything.
I'm
you're
not dancing.
Super vague and you're super evasive.
I'm not being vague. I'm not being vague.
Yes, you are.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I know it all too fucking well.
What are you, like a football coach? What are you really?
No. I think it's very, very obvious.
He's playing it right.
That's totally fine. What up?
I'll just say this right now, Anthony. You better watch your ass. Watch your ass.
I'm wasting a lot of
Don't get... Right, you are. You're wasting a lot of his time, too. And he's wasting a lot of your time. This ain't getting anywhere, Anthony. Back off.
Why?
You want your game to go well, Anthony. Back off. He's playing word jumble. He's playing word games. He's playing word... Oh, this is so fucking funny. It's funny, but it's sick at the same time. Art imitates life. Yeah. So let's see.
I'm not gonna give you something. I'm not gonna.
Wash or watch? I don't know. Ask Sam that question. She'll have a better answer for you. Smooth operator? Yeah, smooth operator, all right.
Real and uncut. You be raw, real, and uncut.
Seeing a pattern here.
I am raw, real, and uncut.
You're actually
I can sit down and anybody could pull me into the middle of the house right now for a house meeting and have any kind of discussion that they want. I fear nothing.
Yeah, because you've done a really good job. I see what you're doing. Really good job.
And you know, I tried to bring you on board, but you didn't want to listen. So.
No, yeah, I was on board. I was completely on board.
See, you never spoke to me for.
Well, there was a little part of it that was.
That's right. So somebody goes to you to talk to you for something.
But eventually, okay, you got to look at it this way. This game starts,
for advice, and then they talk to you, and then they spin blame on you.
In order to get deeper with people, you gotta give something.
Yeah, know that formula.
Up to your room, checking on you when all the lights are shut off, and I could be getting in trouble, making sure you're okay. Telling you, okay, we kind of gotta. If we're gonna do this, if we're gonna get closer.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too, Zeta.
Moves and we have to talk. And I told you, who do you think this, that, whatever? I want to help you. I want to plan for you because you may be empowered this week, but it could be trouble next week. And what did I say to you? I said I just want to make sure that you're good next week. Maybe if we got to do some stuff to make sure you're good, whatever we got to do.
Yeah, I know that.
You said okay, and I never heard another word from you. Not one word.
Because you are all about being hidden in plain sight, and you don't want to have long conversations with people outside of game talk.
Why am I gonna have?
Because you don't want to implicate yourself.
Exactly.
You have to. Exactly. But it's like then I come up to you and like try to talk to you, and you're like, and it's like, okay, I guess you hate me.
What? No, you're making that up.
No, I'm not making
you're
that up.
Making that
no,
up.
I'm not.
No, you're not. No, you're not, Chelsea. You're not making that up. You're fucking right.
Contact and then dazzle your way outside of the room. I never said anything. The silence spoke volumes. The silence spoke volumes. You weren't either. You didn't trust me. Either you thought maybe I came on too strong when I said I was watching your back.
No.
Or whatever. It was one or the other. It was one or the other. Because I had the entire house. How's the entire house coming out to me? You know, literally the entire house saying the exact same thing. like the way you're somebody I want to work with. That's the first thing people say to every single person in this house. Every single person in this house has said that to somebody else at some point in time. Everybody has spoken. But in order to get deeper, you gotta go a little bit deeper with people. It doesn't matter how much time you spend with them. I could sit with somebody and you don't think I already know that?
Okay, well then
Perception is everything in this game unless you have a mind of your own.
I'll be right back, folks.
I don't care.
Just listening to Anthony
I don't care if people go that way.
mansplaining.
I felt like it was two ways.
I'll let you talk to Toe for a few minutes.
We're gonna weed together during the day because lest anybody find us
Absolutely not. What's understood does not need to be explained, Chelsea. We don't need to sit and sneak out the hot tub to discuss what's going on here. We gotta talk very quick, very fast, and leave it at that. All these people, you guys are not you guys, but there's a bunch of people in this game who are doing this whole alliance. You're setting yourself up. Look at Kiera. You're making coffee for this girl every single day. You're following her around, telling everybody in the house you're obsessed with her. Why do you think you're on the block? Why do you think you're on the block? These are things that don't need to even be discussed. These are things that everybody can see. I haven't had that conversation with anybody. I don't like to have game conversations with everybody because all these people do is come in here, they hear something, and then they give it to somebody else. Everything I said, I stand by, and I'll stand in the middle of the house, and I'll call, and anybody could call me out because I'm very careful with my words. I've taken 2 risks in this game. 2 risks in this game. One didn't work out. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't work out. But actually, one didn't work out because I actually was the reason he left. The whole Maki situation. Maki basically came to me. He's like, I really want to work with you. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Like, we're from the same area. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I'm like, that sounds good, but for talk is cheap. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Let me hear. Let something get back to me that you think I'm a loyal person. Let something come back to me. I don't care what people say to my face. I don't give a damn what people say to my face. All these people, everybody in here is full of shit. What are you gonna do behind my back? I want actions. I've had lots of people in my life scream I love you. Scream I love you to my face. Live with me, do everything. Doesn't matter what happens when my back is turned. And that's exactly what I came into this house with. And you should have stopped the same thing. But you got ambitious and power was given to you and you just got a little too ambitious. I didn't believe in all the alliance things. Of course, yeah, you want to be in everybody's good books, but people are saying, all these alliances. There's no alliances like that. Oh, the final 7, okay. So all you guys are gonna talk when it's just a 7 of you in the room. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But some people are too don't understand that, that's not what's really going on. I have very good eyes, and I have a very good mind of what's going on. I let people self-destruct.
So then if we're talking about actual actions then, and not being completely evasive and talking in these vague general statements, then, what would you actually do if you were me? Hypothetically, say you and I are working together, we're actually going to blow this.
It's very dangerous telling you that.
Why?
Very, very, very dangerous.
Why?
Do you think Bruce Wayne runs around
that's a great fucking question.
Stop it! Oh my god!
You think Peter Parker saves the day and just rips off his mask at the end?
So annoying. Oh my fucking god.
No, on the
you think the
seriously.
There we go.
All right. Seriously, the truth is you could be saying anything. You haven't really shown that you have my back. I've given you a lot. I came to you.
Yeah, it does look like that, doesn't it?
You never once come to me and said anything like that. I was the one coming to your room. I was the one checking on you, making sure you're okay. I was the one talking to people behind your back, saying Chelsea's loyal. Chelsea's not a threat to anybody's game.
But then you didn't come to me once I was nominated.
Why am I running to you?
I don't know.
No.
Do I look like a follower?
I don't think that's the case, AB.
And I'm an alpha male. You think I chase girls?
Oh, fuck.
If we're being straight, let's be straight. Do you chase guys?
No.
Okay then. Okay then.
Well, fuck.
Well,
there's a missed opportunity then, right there.
No, but like I said,
I'm being stubborn.
If the game was over,
fucking stupid.
If the game was over, if the game was over, I would tell you it's 100% over. if you look me in my face, you say, yo, tell me the truth, is it over? I would tell you, the game's not over. There's things you can do, but only you can come up with those decisions, and you gotta believe them, and you gotta live with them, and you have to have the balls to stand up and do them. If you don't, then you don't.
AB, he's using...
I don't think you know.
AB, he is going and using a form of speak that is commonly known as bullshit. Now, said bullshit, he's having a conversation with her just to fill time and just to kind of feel her out. That's all he's doing. But then when he's brought with facts, or when he's brought with a question, he evades. And believe me, I have seen this pattern in real life. You bring a question, a valuable one, an important one. He evades. He bounces it off, he deflects, he turns it, or he spins it back on you. So, I've seen this shit in action. I know this shit. What he's trying to accomplish from this, aside from... I don't know what he's trying to do. Because what's he going to gain by trying to talk logic into her? I don't think he has any interest in her. She doesn't seem to have any interest in him in that sense. So I don't think there's anything that they're either one of them is working towards there. He might be honestly looking out for her as somebody he cares about in the house, but I've never seen a tight bond between the two of them. He's kind of kept a equally tight bond with the pretty boys, and then everybody else he's kind of kept at hand's length, not arm's length, but hand's length, you know. Everybody's close enough. And Anthony's playing a good game. He's playing a good game, overall. But when he starts talking in riddles like this, that's the shit that people will eventually catch on to. It doesn't take one in the outside world to catch on to it very long. So therefore, in the confines of the Big Brother house, it won't take long at all for anybody to catch on to that shit. If he stays on this shit, matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he could very well be toast. He's got to be careful. He's just got to be careful. He could work for the White House. Well, I wouldn't want to lump him in with that lot of individuals that are there right now, but because I don't know if that's his political association. I doubt that it is. Yeah, Zeta, you're right. Chelsea did start talking to everyone this week a little too late, you know, because she hadn't really taken time at all with Cory. Everybody's treated Cory like the plague, except for Damien and a couple of the, let's say, marginalized people. Eddie, Damien, Mama Kay when she was there, somewhat marginalized, you know, because they weren't part of any sort of groups or factions or bros or girls or, you know, Kiki and Esty were off doing their thing, or then they were off doing their thing with Dane, or they were off, you know, whatever. So, yeah. Let's see here. Hey, Robin. What's going on? Yeah, I'm backing up what Zeta's telling you there, Robin. Yeah, it seems that Chelsea is going to be the one to go. Because when you think about it, she is somebody that can manipulate a little bit easier, and could be more well liked overall in the long run, by in a vote. I think where Kiera is somebody that they can use as a person that they can treat as the weak-minded person in the house. And when I say weak-minded, I don't mean intellectually. Kiera's very intelligent, but weak-minded in the sense of emotionally. And I'm saying that as a weak, emotionally minded person. I am one. So therefore, they're going to use that to their advantage and hold that torch to Kiera, with the intent of probably getting rid of them this week, this coming week, or in the double eviction maybe. If Kiera does not go in the double eviction, I could certainly see them being a target in the next eviction. By that point, then they would have made jury, maybe. So I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking, okay, next week, what are we looking at? Are we looking at next week being an eviction and then a buyback? Or are we looking at a buyback, then an eviction? Or what are we looking at? I'm wondering if there is a buyback. I don't know. Because after tomorrow night's double eviction, that'll be 6 people out. That'll mean 9 people will be left. And there's your 7 and 2. So Arisa has not indicated any sort of buyback. I don't know how the Canadian game has done in regards to buybacks in the past, if they've done many or any. I'm sure they probably have, but I don't know how frequent they are. AB, you're right. They are supposed to use the time to gather intel when they're in HOH, and usually they do. But usually they gather a lot of intel for that week and what's relevant to what their agenda is for that time, and not necessarily looking forward beyond that. And that's where an HOH needs to kind of look also down the road. I mean, this is a game of chess. It's a game of chess in anticipation of what your opponents are going to do, and moving your pieces strategically to block or to defend or to counteract certain attacks that you might get from other facets or other ends of the house. So, yeah, Chelsea should have been planting stakes in the ground to defend herself for this week after she just goes and gets Mama K out. And I thought, well, you're getting out Mama K. It's like, well, okay, no big deal at all. That's nothing. You got out Mama K. It's like, yeah, and so to go from getting out somebody like Mama K to going out the house, that's like, wow, that's pretty bad. And I have to admit, I mean, I apparently picked very badly when I chose Chelsea, because Chelsea just had a complete meltdown and just opened her mouth too much to Dane. First of all, that was the biggest problem. That was the biggest one right there. When she opened her mouth to Dane and just was saying all this other stuff and just, huh? And I watched it that night, that almost a week ago, when he won that HOH, and she has a talk with him about 30 minutes afterwards upstairs, and he's like, she just did that. She just did that. You saw it like last night you saw parts of it when he's looking in the cameras. He's going, what? Like, what? She just set herself on fire in Town Square, quietly, reserved, poured the gasoline on herself, kneeled down in a just a simple position, and just lit a match and immolated herself and didn't flinch. And now that after she's flinched, she's still a flaming, steaming pile of humanity walking around the house. And everybody's like, don't touch me, you're burning. I don't want to catch on fire. No. That poor girl. I do feel bad for Chelsea, but she stepped in it. She stepped in it. And this whole Kiera thing, it's just messy all around. It's just really messy. It's not a fun, not a good week. Not a good week for her. Not a good week for anybody in there. Except for, well, actually, it's a good week for everybody that's not Kiera or Chelsea. Oh, it's still on her shoes. Yeah, she's wearing cleats, and they're in the cleats, and they're dug in real good. All right, let's go back to some sound in here and see what these assholes are saying.
And now it's soon enough.
When the light hit your eye, you got to see who the big Valboski really is.
Not impactful because they don't know who the big Valboski is.
Hey, you don't watch wrestling?
He's quoting Val Venus? What the fuck is this? The big Valboski.
I'm sorry that somebody who eats bacon with jam doesn't understand.
Sorry that you're too close-minded to discover the new...
Wow, I haven't heard a Val Venus reference in about 10 years. Shit.
Well said.
By the way,
I never tried...
he was referencing a wrestler. He was quoting a wrestler whose name was Val Venus. And Venus was spelled Vinis, like penis, except V for Venus. And his wrestler character was a wrestler / porn star. Yes, truth.
So I've had cream cheese and bacon. I've had cream cheese and jam. I've had bacon on its own. I've had jam on its own. I like all of these things. So I was like...
By the way, it was at the same time they also had a guy named the Godfather, who was a wrestler who was also a pimp. And he had hoes go to the ring with him.
I got heat from Anthony.
And money getting rained out.
I also discovered something great, and I did that because I wasn't afraid to live life at the edge of my comfort zone. He is.
Oh.
Oh. Who's the alpha now?
You are.
I just want this to be over.
You're me a spot next week.
You know what you were
Now,
Yes.
I love these little spoons.
Esty is getting a rub down and a pat down from Dane. The little playful banter is between Anthony and Kiera.
It's not clean.
Kiera is saying, "Who's the alpha now?"
You could eat whatever you want.
White.
Yes, you are for the moment.
Competition the next day, you only have
Here.
or if it's
Better probably hope you're on my team because I'm going to be winning.
Cory, there's two
The beast is out.
Yankee, do you remember Val Venus? You could remember Val Venus, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm not strong enough.
Hello, ladies.
I just want like a shake.
You know, Esty, I'm just saying to Esty,
I'd be happy with a banana.
Avocado.
I don't think she really even needs to wear that tube top. Just saying. Not that I'm saying I need to see what's under there, because I think she's kind of got that Lolo Jones-ish kind of thing going on. So I'm just saying, I don't know. Uh-oh.
Dane, you say that
Oh.
every day.
You say that every day.
Maybe it's you.
The protein shakes every morning.
Stop having fucking two.
I only have one. Thick one.
Pick one.
Because you can't have a protein shake, Pike. Don't tell me what to do.
Wait, but those shakes.
Oh, okay, Yank.
And there's
Oh,
protein.
right. I did have
Yeah.
1.5. He gave me so much.
He could have. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look.
That's right.
I'm gonna put you back on slop somehow.
Well, hi.
I didn't go to bed.
No, I wasn't being mean, AB. I was telling the truth. I love Esty. I think she's great. I think she's beautiful. I'm just saying.
Sick dude, bro.
I'm just saying. I think that her abs have more cleavage than her chest.
You always have that haircut?
Sick dude, bro.
So I was at a haircut. Yeah, like this.
No, can you do me a favor? Can you just go like this? Because I want to see. This is him at the club.
Just do the turkey noise.
This boy.
Oh my god. His photo is in there.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, but his photo, he looks like a serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. He has a good photo.
I started laughing. They're like,
Everyone,
can you do that again?
everyone is facing forward, and he's the only one that gets to curve his head. Like, you suck. Like, I'm not doing a photo without smoldering.
When he gets in there, we're going to be sitting on the couch, and we're just going to hear his belly laugh.
Oh, yeah.
He wants it.
I would have fucking died.
Everyone facing straight to the camera. You're the only one.
No breast implants this year yet.
Yeah, it's like,
I think you're right, Zeta.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
looking at the corner of his eye.
All natural. All natural house.
but it's like a little like.
You got the smolder look for sure.
The only implants are Dane's teeth.
You win the picture contest.
That's funny, man. I would have died.
And that's just to replace something that went missing.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Because of vulcanized rubber.
Are they
Ow.
actually their age?
God, that fucking must have hurt.
Kiki?
Yes.
Yeah. I looked at Kiki like, what the And I came back home like, Kiki, you gotta watch, you gotta look at your picture. She's like, what? Is it bad? I'm like, no.
Don't look 23 in that picture.
She don't look 23 in that pic. Essie, your pic, you don't look 23 either.
Older?
Yeah.
My pic is so gross.
How do you know?
Because I saw it.
How do you-
I jumped over. I was like, I need to see this, so I jumped off, and then I looked.
Yeah, I seen mine too.
How?
I just told him I just
I
didn't.
thought
I
mine
just
was-
jumped off where I got it and I looked.
Oh, you
where it
saw
was.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I said, they said it looked good. I said, okay, well, I don't trust you, but thanks.
You almost looks like she's like 30 something.
Who?
Yes, AB, you're right. Cory is doing much better at
Really?
just kind of getting involved with a little bit of everybody and flying in low, but starting to gain a little speed too.
It wasn't like,
I had trouble.
like, well, we didn't expect this. So funny.
Yeah. You're dying? I was howling that.
I got the way the lighting is I have a.
AB, I think we're all hoping that Sam washes her hair and her other parts completely as well.
I vaguely remember seeing your photo now.
Sam is known not to bathe.
There.
When I was 6 times,
Whew.
I
Whew.
kind of remember your picture.
I look angry as shit.
You smell like low tide.
I think it's literally just the black and white that makes everyone look so weird.
That's her new name, folks.
My
Low
bangs-
tide.
My
Yeah.
bangs were quite blunt, like my bangs are blunt, and it was the really loose curl down, and I just looked angry.
I'm going to just take a turn over to Channel 2 for a moment. See what's happening over there, because it looks like Chelsea might be over there packing. Or somebody's over there. I'm not sure exactly who.
Neither here nor there. Gray.
Oh, actually,
that
no.
would be how you define it.
The
Let's
best
see.
I could. Like, I'm sure there's some more.
Mark,
So someone
Kiki,
says stop being so ambiguous.
Sam.
It means stop being so
Like
black.
vague?
No, yeah.
Like
Is
vague?
that not, yeah, isn't that what morally ambiguous is? When, like, things are, like, vaguely moral, like, you're not 100% sure, like, it could go both ways?
Okay. I'll take it because Mark said it.
So,
Man, I've been wrong
is
about
being
this.
bisexual being ambiguous because I go both ways?
Oh!
Actually,
Definition
that's
of
not
ambiguous.
necessarily ambiguous. You've made your
I'm
I'm
statement.
just fucking with you.
Kiera is more ambiguous
Yeah,
than
man, it's
anything.
ambiguous, dude. It's all you.
So,
Yeah,
Kiera,
no,
if you
that's
want
an
ambiguous,
ambiguous
Kiera is the
Yeah,
word
man,
for
man,
ambiguous.
into the amphibian lifestyle, too, man. Like,
Amphibian? Are you a lizard?
I am a frog.
Because I think
No,
Kiera
I'm
would even
more
say
of a-
they
I'd
may
say
be
more of
ambiguous.
Like, I don't know what my animal would be. I do like the mongoose, though. It's my favorite animal.
Is it
Yeah,
a
you
bird?
keep saying that. I don't even know what you're
A
talking
mongoose is, no, it's not a bird. It's like an animal about this big, and it toys with the black mamba. So the black mamba is the most dangerous snake in the entire world, along with the king cobra. And every animal in the world is terrified of this. If the black mamba takes one bite, you're dead within 15 minutes. Like, you're not surviving the thing.
And
But
this
there's one
motherfucker
animal
doesn't
that
know
not
what
only is it
ambiguous
not afraid
means.
of it, it eats the cobra, it eats the black mamba, and sometimes just toys with it for fun.
about.
So he got his
There you
enjoyment
go.
out of his
Hey, how are
documentaries,
you?
and he didn't give a shit what the vocabulary
Good
for
shower.
ambiguous was.
I'm headed out.
All right. Eddie, what color pants are those, man? Those look
But the
like
mongoose.
fucking...
The mongoose
They look
will
like the pink
walk around
sands of
black mamba.
the
No, it'll
Bahamas.
just walk around. The black mamba will
The
try
pink
to, like,
sand beaches
snap
up
at
there
it.
in the Bahamas,
But
they're...
it's got ninja-like
That's the
reflexes.
color of the
mongoose
fucking
will
shit
back
that
up real
Eddie's
quick and
got
dodge
on
it,
for
and then
pants.
finally, the mongoose, when the black mamba's tired, the mongoose
Yeah.
will like just jump on the black mamba,
Not good.
snap its neck,
It's like
and eat it.
khaki mixed with pink.
But even if the black mamba does bite the mongoose, it still is fine and just sort of like yelps and kind of like walks away.
What?
Really?
How?
Yeah, I wish I knew. I don't.
So
I
the
don't.
black
See,
mamba is not venomous.
Oh, it's
it is,
oh, it's
but
venomous.
For some reason, the mongoose.
Mongoose.
Yeah. Look, if it bit the mongoose
Look.
the right way and it injected enough venom, then yes, it would die. But most of the times, the mongoose is fine, and the mongoose has like ninja-like reflexes. So the mongoose is my favorite animal simply because of that. And there's videos literally on YouTube where they're just kind of like you see the mongoose just kind of like walking around the black mamba.
What does it look like? Is it a
It's
bird?
almost like a fox, almost kind of like.
Oh, it's like a fox. I was
Yeah.
thinking of a bird this whole time.
Oh no! It's a land animal,
Okay.
and
It
it's.
sounds like a
I
bird.
don't think
'cause
it's
I
like a
there's goose
fox.
in
Yeah,
it.
you're right. It's got the goose thing.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't either until we just said it again.
Oh
Right, but it's definitely not a bird,
my god. Okay.
and it's like this animal about this big, and it's just freaking cool.
Wow.
So anyway,
Where do they live?
Ooh, good question. I want to say Southeast Asia and Asia.
Yeah, Mark is a little
So-
strange, isn't he, Zeta? You're
Yeah,
right.
Asia.
Is what you're
I think
calling
mainly
it.
Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Okay.
He is a little different.
Hey,
Oh, thank you, Yankee, for putting up the vipers there in the room, or those aren't mambas, but he's getting a good hug in on Sam right now. He's getting a nice big hug, and he ain't letting go. Now he's letting go.
You're right.
think of this like this is what I think about it. I'm serious with Sam.
Yeah.
Think of this like a very long, drawn out, high stressful, high risk, high reward game of Monopoly.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
Mark
I
that
think
on your
that
bingo
I have,
cards.
like a massive chip on my shoulder. Someone won, or someone got the best of me, or someone just
Hi, Dad.
nobody did.
Camera 3,
I would
working
like
on
to
it.
shower, but
I
I
used to always think like
Locked and loaded. Box 2. Cory, Esty, Damien, Dane,
I will say
comparing
Mike
hand
did
size.
not agree with me because
That means they're also
when
comparing.
I go out, like so say I go visit my friend in St. John and Mike stays home, I do my own thing.
Too late,
but
Bri.
I
That's
don't
what she
never
said.
pull out my phone ever.
Um,
The texting before going to bed or whatever.
that's what she just said
I
again,
never
right?
do it. I never do it. I just lay down and pass out.
God.
That's my usual.
Mouth just.
As soon as you put it in, I went and did it.
Sparkles, yeah.
Yeah, you have a sparkle on there, you know that?
Yeah, there's like a little like lotion and I think or spray. I don't know what it is. Like I got
I
sparkles.
saw it.
Oh my god, there's a few now you did that.
I got sparkles
I
in
saw
something,
it
but I don't know
when
what
you
it
were
is.
outside.
Oh,
Close your eyes.
it's on the right. Oh, it's like instant.
There's two.
You sparkles, are you freaking out?
Margot! What's up, Margot?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What's wrong?
Did you touch it?
The eyelash, yeah.
Oh.
No, he had an eyelash and I threw it out instead of, because, like, you know, you're supposed to, like, you can make a wish on your own eyelashes.
Don't worry.
No, I didn't know that. You can make a wish on your eyelashes?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck kind of wish can you make on your eyelashes, you gypsy?
Wait, but so you wouldn't
The fuck?
sleep?
Oh yeah, like he like it's
That's
the
so
text
cute.
that should be
But
saying.
that's
It's the text that should
cute,
be giving me
yeah.
like, hey, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Good night. I know.
I would expect
Like I'm like,
that.
all right.
Camera
I'll
one,
text you later,
working
and then
on
I
it.
just never-
I get in one of those earpieces from Zeta.
Like someone that's worked at a job like 2 months before you.
Right. I get it. Makes sense.
My biggest pet peeve is being talked to like a child.
I never do
Being
that.
seen as a child. No, I know you don't.
I don't see you.
I could just stand Mama K then.
You up here.
Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you get me?
I am a little bit taller than
Are you hearing me?
Are you actually?
You hear what I'm saying?
I must be a really little person.
I'm 5'4".
So you're like a little bit shorter. What? Do I look like a little person, Eddie?
No. You are though. You're a little squirrel.
I kind of wanted him to say yes. What? I wanted him to say yes.
I know, you are a little person.
I am?
Yeah. Okay, now go home.
We gotta get her out.
Oh,
Everyone would just be like, that's too obvious. Everyone would be
They
like,
need
obvious.
some right quick. They need to get some right quick.
I made such a big mistake.
Some of something. They need some right quick.
Yeah, but you did the best that you knew how to do under the circumstances, right? So you can't go back.
Is that what you wanted me to see?
You did the best you knew how to do. You were drawn. You can't go back. Moving forward, you have to think. That's all.
Look at Sam's hair. Yeah, it is gross. It's
Well,
disgusting.
obviously getting into your showman's day one is a mistake.
Look at it. It's like rat tails and shit
That
in
I
the back.
thought you knew.
I couldn't help it.
Well, it's Big Brother.
I was like, no.
To be fair, if it was reciprocated, I probably would have ended up in one too.
Yeah.
So, like, I know what it is when you can't help how you feel. Like, it just happens.
And now those feelings are like, not really sure.
Yeah, Sam's hair looks like a mop,
But
a
don't-
used
just
a
because
used
you're
one
annoyed,
that hasn't been wrung out
don't
and then
jump
was
to
left out to
conclusions
dry
that
in
just
the
because
air
of the big-
and got all sorts of mold and bacteria on it.
You know, just like you thought you knew him a few days ago.
Robin,
He's
remember,
in
Adam
character.
works out in oil
He's part
fields,
of
so I
it.
mean
You
he's
constantly
used to
get know
oily
from his
shit.
character.
He's used to
And also,
greasy
a big
stuff.
Part of loving someone is loving them.
He's used to
despite
things
their
that
flaws.
stink.
You know what I mean? Like,
So I mean, this is nothing. She could probably smell like
so,
a
you kind of
fucking
have to,
fucking
you
pig
wanna
trough,
change
and
someone, you
and
have
he
to,
would be like,
look
oh
past
wow,
it and
she's
understand
hot.
They are the yes, this is not my favorite part
Hey.
of them, but the good makes up for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you get annoyed at the bad,
The fuck?
try to remember the good also and see if it's worth it.
Right. Okay.
And if it's not, then you got to think about what to do
Then I
next.
just
'Cause
threw this whole dream
but
away.
at the same time, you got to think about what to do next because we are in a game right now, right? So like.
I'm the biggest knob in my house.
Do you think Chelsea will let me sleep in our bed tonight?
Yeah.
You do?
Yep.
Why do you say that?
You guys seem normal today.
We had a good talk. I think I'm in love with her.
in love with her.
Well,
Felt a little crush. She's like, it's actually way better for you now that I'm moving because you can actually focus. It's true.
yeah.
She's my weakness. You can't have a weakness in this house. Which is why. Because this is happening doesn't mean everybody needs to know what's happening right now. We have to think first.
What do you mean?
Yeah. If it's good for you,
All right, Nurse Julie, we'll see you later. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
you know what I mean? It's good for you because then you don't have a weakness. What do we want to show and how we want to show it.
I think it's good timing.
No, because part of why people aren't going to go after you right away, they're close to Adam because they don't want Adam to hurt them. Adam is emotional. You do have a little bit of a shield because with the direct, not with their, like, not with,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Guys, I'm gonna turn you back to Toe for a minute. I need a minute, okay?
It would be because they're scared.
That the he would come.
Yes, exactly. I'm saying, let's talk things before you act. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
It's like curtain call, baby. End game, baby. Finale, baby. Winner, baby. Just drop the curtain, bitch.
Don't they give us an outfit for finale?
Probably.
I hope so, because I got nothing. I've worn everything. Ooh. Let's be honest, I'm not going to make it to finale.
Let's be honest. You are. Yeah, okay. Not with that mindset. Baby.
You're right, I need to have a better mindset.
Yeah, you do.
It's just been so fun being on the block twice already. So what's your favorite item of clothing?
Yeah, same thing she wears every day.
Probably.
Thank you for letting me wear your denim jacket all the time.
You're welcome. I love this.
Oh, is this?
Those
This
black
men's?
jeans and
I
shit
think
with
so.
the badass in them.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, maybe.
Somewhat.
This is small. That's not gonna work. You are very petite. Wait, which one was your favorite?
The plaid shirt I wear all the time.
Your red plaid? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
And my ex. Well, it's my ex's shirt.
Wait, which ex? The they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who was your biggest love?
I can't talk about it.
Oh, okay. Why?
I think I'll tell you about it in another life. Because it's the way it's happened.
Oh, okay.
Still love them dearly.
Was it they?
Nope. What?
Okay. How long was it?
Jesus
6
Christ,
years?
she doesn't want to talk about it. Don't press. Leave her the fuck alone.
Wow. That explains so much.
About me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Talk about it in another life.
Just about me.
Oh, yeah? I had a good talk with Eddie for like an hour before.
She doesn't want to talk about the shit. Don't fucking keep
Like
badgering her
an
for shit.
outsider. Yeah. And I was like, well, Eddie, I really love you as a person, but...
This is shit I can't stand. Somebody doesn't want to talk about something, you just don't fucking press them on it.
course people are telling you.
And don't, that doesn't mean you just change the subject by saying, well, how long were you together? They say,
And it's like, yeah. And it's like, so you have to,
that means,
you have to start playing. Like, you're an outsider. I'm an outsider too. Well, I thought I could trust a bunch of people, and like, I'm not sure who I can trust now. But like, moving forward, just don't trust anyone until they prove to you that they're trustworthy.
Yeah.
And like you need to start playing. You need to start doing something. Because right now, you're just wondering, do you want to play? He's like, yeah. And I was like, well, are you telling yourself that you can play? And no. I was like, well, that's where it starts. You have to start pumping yourself up rather than tearing yourself down. Good. And he cried to me, and he gave me a hug, and he said, thank you so much. Everybody else is just being fake with me. But you tell me things even when it's not what I want to hear.
Gummy worms? Oh, yeah. Gummy worms are good.
He talks about an hour and a half. I need to make sure she does not get him another baby. So I ensured that. We talked for like an hour, and like he like cried in my arms and whatever. So
Eddie and I had a good chat today too. I don't feel like he put me up to do one.
Let's see. Just going to one last check-in over on, check-in over here at the kitchen area.
No, we're all hungry, right?
No, but I'm full now because I just ate Summer Fresh, which is very filling.
Is it pizza one?
There's 2 slices.
You cannot mention brand names unless they are ones that are sponsoring the show for the entire season. Summer Fresh, it's fine.
I don't think anyone's
Wendy's, fine. Kontiki cruises,
Yeah, boy.
vacations, fine. What's the other one? Leon's? Leon's, they're fine. This is SD, Cory, and Damien, and Dane.
I never imagine why I didn't do that. Fuck it. I haven't talked to her for a couple days. You don't need to tell people what's up. Right? It's a game show. Sorry, I just. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, don't be sorry. Justice Storm. Yes. Oh, jamming.
So that does certainly, at least from that little bit of, the little bits and pieces, enough discussion that's been hearing a little bit here and there throughout the day, as well as looking at other reports and getting other input and watching what I've seen here tonight. It does certainly seem that Chelsea is going to be the first person to go tomorrow night in the double. And she's still working, but I don't know if she's going to have enough. And if it's not enough, then it may just end up being a completely one-sided deal because eventually I think everybody's just going to want to stay on Dane's good side. I really do. I believe that's how it's going to go. Because even if there are people that might be feeling like, oh, well, I need to keep Chelsea, if, let's say it's somebody like Adam or Sam or both of them. I don't know. I just don't see the votes being there to keep Chelsea at this point. I could be wrong, and we still have. I mean, there are less than 24 hours until the vote is done. Stuff happens within the last hour, within the last 30 minutes before a show starts, where something shifts. And so we don't know until it ends up. But more times than not, we kind of know what's going on. The writing's on the wall now. And Dane was already talking about, somebody letting Chelsea know that she's going to go. Well, they're already talking about doing that. That pretty much is set in stone. And Kiera was talking to Sam so confidently in the whole idea of, hey, well, at least I'll be able to get my game going, be able to focus on the game. But Kiera admitted right there that they've fallen in love with Chelsea. So it's like, um, I'm sorry, Kiera. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad, Kiera. It really is. But at least I think you realize now you're not going to be able to get Chelsea. Chelsea's not going to be something on your plate after this game is over. Mm-mm. Friendship, maybe, and if that, it's going to be at a distance. I believe. I think that's the way it's going to be between Kiera and Chelsea after this game is over. Once one of them goes out that door, and this game's over. No matter how many deep discussions they've had, no matter how many times there have been discussions that it seemed like maybe there was going to be some sort of maybe something there, I just don't think that that's in the cards. I just don't. I would be pleasantly surprised to see that, but I just don't think so. I think that my early take on it is that Chelsea saw a weakness there, and Chelsea saw somebody that she could have as a wing person, a wingman, if you will, and that could be a confidant. But then Chelsea, I don't think, realized what feelings were going to come forth from Kiera. Now, the feelings that Chelsea has seemed to express that would seem to indicate some reciprocal feelings back, I don't know how truthful that is. I would like to think she's being honest, because I would hate for her to mislead Kiera just for the sake of misleading Kiera, or for game purposes. You know, when you're playing with somebody's emotions in the game for game purposes, I understand. But when you're playing with somebody's real emotions outside the house, of things that would mess with them outside the house, that they could carry into life going outside the house, oh no, I don't go for that. No. I mean, I know you do what you have to do. Depends on the person. For me, I can't. That's the one place I will not go, is emotionally, to the points of, relating to somebody's outside situation, or to the feelings I would have with that individual on the outside. That's just not the way I'd play it. But don't know. Everybody has their different code, their different standing, their different way of doing things. Oh, I know, AB. People do lie for money. Absolutely. You're right. And just as a reminder to everybody, thank you all for being here again, by the way. In the links in the chat, for those of you that are here in the chat, shirts and hats are available. The hats are $30. The shirts, which we have the gray Big Brother Bride t-shirts, or the black ones, they are $20. We have them in black in extra large, and then we have them in 2X or 3X in a gray, the new gray style. And those are $20 for the shirts. And then any donations, if you wish to make any donations to the channel, the links are on your screen above, and if you're in the chat right now. If you're watching on Big Brother Bry, or if you're watching right now live on Toe the Camel, please make sure you hit the subscribe, the like, and the share. It's all appreciated. And regardless of which channel that is that you're on. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Well, looks like the Pretty Boys plus Damien just seem to be having a general gathering in the the pantry. They're just kind of broing it up and just talking about just general stuff. Looks like elsewhere in the house, Chelsea is in the red pill. I call it the red pill because I think of the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. Having a talk with Sam. Way too many whispers going on. And I've got this blasted.
Basically, get the votes and say no. Yeah, basically, it's like, it's gotta be a house majority. Yeah. If we can flip the house, then maybe try it. I mean, it's worth a risk. Either I go
Looks
home
like,
or I'm fucking trying my best, right?
I was just going to say, yeah, it looks like Chelsea may have just had a shower because her hair's wet and she's wearing like a bathrobe type of thing. Yeah, looks like she had just taken a shower recently. Her hair's still wet. So she was just talking to Sam about, I guess it's a matter of scurrying around for some votes at this point. She's still scurrying around to try to get some votes, and Sam seems to be trying to work with her to help her do it, which doesn't really surprise me. I would think that Adam and Sam would be willing to work more with Chelsea at this point.
We still haven't gotten a bedtime call, have we?
Pardon me?
I said we still haven't gotten a bedtime call, have we?
I haven't heard one. I just got ready because I figured it would be soon.
Yeah, you will be getting
Beat
one
the
very
rush,
soon.
you know?
That's why I'm wrapping it up.
Ready for it.
Kavna, where have you been?
Kavna. I've been waiting. Just been.
Okay, so yeah. Well, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here for tonight. It seems at this point again that Chelsea is going to be the next person to go, the fifth person, the fifth agent, if you will, to be evicted from the Canadian Big Brother house for this season, and that'll be the first part of a 2 eviction episode, a double eviction episode that'll be happening tomorrow night. And that will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central, 5 on the Pacific. So if you're able to watch it, go ahead and do so. I will be back tomorrow night with my normal show. If there is an HOH contest that is being aired, I will air it whenever it's happening, regardless of what time. So I'll try to keep in the know on that. And I have a little birdie that tells me sometimes when there's a HOH contest that's happening. So they're very helpful with that. You know who you are. So I do keep an ear out and an eye out for that, and if there is an HOH contest that's happening live, I will go to it, and I'll be on if I can. Otherwise, I'll be on at my normal time tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 on the West Coast, so that Yankee has enough time to get home, have dinner, settle down, relax a little bit, and then settle in and have an alcoholic beverage, have the tingles, and then listen to me. There we go. Yankee, is that how it works? You get home, you get out at 6, right? And you kick off the shoes, you get home, and then you sit back with a drink, a Budweiser, I suppose, right? And then, right, just wait. Doesn't just wait for me to show up on here. Oh, there's Wonky. Hi. Okay, good night, Margot. We'll see you later. Oh, did Yankee take off already? Okay. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm heading out of here. So, until tomorrow night, peace, love, and we'll see you tomorrow. Later, guys.